Now, the big story this week was the December jobs report, which showed the economy added way more jobs than expected. Unfortunately, most of those gains were from younger part-time or seasonal workers, which, basically means it might not reflect long-term strength. Unfortunately, though, the market does react to headlines, not, what economists are seeing. But unemployment did dip slightly, but people who are losing their jobs are staying unemployed for longer, which suggests that it's getting harder to find new work once you lose your job. And another sign of, strength in the job market, that's not really all as strong as it looks, but wage growth did tick up, and that can add pressure to inflation and might keep the Fed cautious about lowering rates too quickly. On the financial front, credit card defaults are at their highest level since the Great Recession. And this just shows how stretched many households are as they rely on credit to cover their costs. And this doesn't directly impact mortgage rates, but it is a sign that spending could slow down eventually, which would cool the economy and help rates to come down. And despite higher rates, the housing market does continue to show resilience. We got pending home sales showing they're up compared to last year, and well-priced homes are still moving really quickly. With that said, though, active listings do remain historically low. And for listing agents, tracking migration and being able to make referrals to agents in other states is becoming an important strategy, especially with migration trends showing that people are leaving places like here in California in high numbers. So if you're curious about where they're going, I can show you where to pull that data. Next week is going to be a big one for economic news. We're going to get CPI and PPI inflation reports that'll give us a clearer picture on whether inflation's cooling. And retail sales we're going to get as well, which will show how much consumers are spending as they face higher prices. And then housing starts and permits are going to, offer some insight into how builders are responding to demand. And these reports can, of course, impact mortgage rates. So we'll be watching closely. See you next week for another update, at least after we get that news. But have a great weekend.